All right, back on some more Marathon. Just kind of wanted to go over what works and doesn't work on this game. My thoughts after playing it. Currently have around 10 hours so far. Right out of the gate, I'm just gonna say that I have been enjoying this game. It's a good game. People who say it is a bad game, I think that's just kind of the new game syndrome. Once a new game comes out, you immediately start hating on it without really giving it a, second thought. So I really hope we get past that. But either way, it is a good game. This game does have its issues, and I want to get into those. Number one for me is the UI. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with me when I say the UI is bad in this game. There is too much going on with it already, and everything kind of looks the same. Unless you know what you're looking at, meaning you have played the game for, a significant amount of time, you're gonna be really lost for I would say the first 3 or 4 hours of playing this game, which, first impressions are everything for a new game, especially. But even when you just buy a game and you go to play it, if your UI sucks and it's not easily, accessible, people are just going to go, wow, I don't really want to play this game. So one of the biggest UI flaws besides in-game is going to be this menu here. This is over cluttered and super confusing unless you know what you're looking at. So if I go into here, I can either press WS, it's probably something else on controller, to get to the agent, the contract, and the upgrades, which then gets me into the upgrades. Everything looks the same, icon wise, so unless you actually go and click on it and read what it is for every single one, you're gonna have no idea what you're looking at. And as you can see, it's different for every single vendor, which even this system looks weird. For instance, if I go up here, I have to then look at what I'm selling to the vendor in order to get this item up here, but then it also just sells them for credits down here. Why are these not in the same location? The art style of this game bleeds into the accessibility. I actually really like the art style. Some people hate the art style, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that when I hop off of this game, I'm not, tired. My eyes are actually strained of looking at the art style because there's so much going on. Now, what can they do to change it? I don't know. That's kind of just this game's art style. So if you don't like it, then I just don't really know how they could change it to make it more accessible. Another thing that you have to understand is each shell has different stats, and there are a lot of stats. And then another thing that you'll kind of realize just by playing the game is it feels extremely claustrophobic. I'm on the max FOV setting, and it still feels like I'm just constantly claustrophobic in this game. Another thing, the enemies in this game, some people are saying they were too easy. They are difficult enemies. They will take off a lot of your HP if you base tank them or even fight too many of them at once. And for me personally, I don't really enjoy that aspect of it. I would much rather get into more fights against players than enemies. If you are the first person onto an area, just expect that you will be using a lot of resources to clear it out and loot it. So to get into the fights, the PvP of this game, I would say that it is an enjoyable experience. If you like Halo or Destiny, you're gonna like the PvP in this game, but there is one issue I have with it, and that's the TTK. The time to kill in this game is way too fast for what kind of game I think they're going for. Now, I could be completely wrong, but if you have a game that has heroes in it that have abilities, you want the TTK to be slower so that you can actually have time to use those abilities and kind of outplay your opponent. Since most of the guns melt in this game, you don't actually get time to really use those, and instead you're kind of just forced to use them preemptively. So in this fight, of course, I do use my shield to basically block the shots so that my teammate can heal, which I think is a really good showcase of what I would like to see out of this game. But in reality, most of the fights don't go like that. It's more of just, as you saw, the start of this fight is me and my teammate instantly destroying the guy without him really being able to react. This is even amplified by if someone has a sniper in this game. The snipers need to be nerfed. You cannot have a one-shot headshot sniper in a game like this. I do know that time to kill was actually slower and they sped it up for launch, so maybe I'm missing something. And then one of my biggest gripes with this game right now is the selection wheel. It is so bad. So it is actually a square. So you have to go in a square movement with your mouse. Change this immediately, please. I know this game is blocky and it is square. I get that. You can still have the art be squarish and still just make this selection wheel a circle and not a square. The physical movement of my mouse in order to get the items from the wheel is square motions. You die super fast in this game. Most of the time, you won't even know what you died to because you died instantly. On top of that, when you're downed, there's no protection or anything like that, so you just get insta-finished as well, which I know they kind of tried to counteract that by allowing you to get rebooted, essentially. So far in gunfights, at least, it just doesn't feel like there's that much outplay potential. It's kind of just whoever sees someone else first wins most of the time. And then here's one of the map events that this game has. After the fight, my teammate rezzed me, and then my other teammate was stuck in the event and died. And that's not really my issue with it. It's the fact that it does not end. So we couldn't go reboot him after the event. So yeah, overall, there's a lot of things that need to be changed about this game in order for it to fit my personal taste. I feel like this game just doesn't do anything different than its competitors. But yeah, personally, this game is just not for me. And that's okay. Maybe it is for other people. But I will say that there are some glaring issues that this game has that they need to fix. And, you know, maybe it could be a really good game.